Welcome back to Daytime Ottawa. Well, you know what? We talk about, I think this is like a match made in heaven, having this discussion with my next guest, because what do we talk about on this show all the time, and even on this channel? And it's local, local, local. And this initiative is really all about local and helping small businesses. My next guest is going to tell you about the initiative. I'm joined by Kamal Dhanoa. She's the founder of POP TikR. Welcome. Look at you with a yeah.
We got to pump
Here
for
I
local.
am,
We got to pump for local. That's right.
Let's talk about the inspiration behind where did this initiative come from? Where did the idea come from?
Honestly, it was an idea that was a response to the pandemic. It was, that time when it was officially, formally announced, with the government of Canada saying, Canada, the pandemic is here and we got to shut down, and, Canadians, what do we do? So it was really a response to that. I thought, okay, how can I help? I mean, that's a core part of my personality is passion for the greater good. You've seen that on my LinkedIn profile. And so I wanted to really utilize sort of my skills in marketing, biz dev, and see what it can do to help.
Yeah, I was going to ask you about your background. Obviously, you just mentioned a couple of those things, but you must be obviously an entrepreneur yourself. So you could put yourself in that position, right, of what a lot of businesses were going through. What were you seeing? What were you hearing from businesses?
Oh man, it was really hard. I mean, businesses were struggling. Those, they were talking about closing the doors, right? It was that bad. I mean, it wasn't even about, we're going to struggle through it. It was literally closing doors. And so some of the favorite shops, even I used to live in Edmonton for a few years as well. And when I saw in the news, a restaurant I used to go for so many years when I lived there was shutting down.
Really?
That hits home, right? And here in Ottawa, everywhere.
And now we see, right, we're still struggling, right?
Yeah.
We're some would say, obviously, we're not coming out of the pandemic. It is still there. Right. Businesses are still affected by that. But more than that, right? Businesses are affected by things like inflation.
Yeah.
Labor shortages. These are some other issues, right, that probably prompted you to help. Right?
Yeah, exactly. So I worked in economic development when I was in Edmonton. I worked in sort of marketing as well. So I had a good mix of sort of, and a good pulse on what happens as a small business. We're a small business, right, as a startup. So, when you look at the economy, I mean, you're, like you said, the pandemic, right? There is a mental burnout. There's, not knowing, the anxiety, right? 1 minute it's like, we're open, we're closed just before Thanksgiving, all this food that was ordered, right? Anticipating the rush, like, where does that go? And so, and now with inflation, right, rising costs, I was talking to a business owner and they're just saying, even oil, like, whether you use it for salads or, olive oil, whatnot.
Yeah, of course.
Prices have gone up through the roof. Hiring staff is a challenge, right? It's expensive, there's a shortage. So, when you just look at that combination, the owners are burnt out and they're just trying to get over that, and then you're hammered again and you're hammered again, right? So it's
let's
tough.
talk about how you found a way to help, right? And this in a very unique way, in a digital way in particular, using social media. You've created an app, a magazine. Let's expand on all those things.
Yeah, I think, listen, we got to celebrate. I mean, I wear the shirt with pride, the maple leaf, we have so much to celebrate as a country. And I think, it's the perfect time. Let's celebrate Canadian brands. Let's explore, let's rediscover. I mean, this is the lingo we've been hearing, but I wanted to take it more than a hashtag and actually create a long-term sustainable solution, right? So, and wrap around fun, because I love energy, and that's what POP TikR is about, right? So what we did is, we created an app, and it's called POP TikR. You can download it on iOS and Android, and it connects Canadians to their local shops.
Okay.
And
how? How exactly?
So it's really fun. So just as pop-up style, you don't know what's popping up in your neighborhood until you download the app, and you can see, and if you download it today, you'll see that there's a bunch of secret menu pop-ups at these restaurants, and you can only get it through the app. So it creates that fun, that energy, and it allows customers to reconnect with their local shops.
Is there any cost to businesses?
No. So for us, that was really important. Honestly, I feel like we're in a new frontier when it comes to social responsibility corporations. And if you see what the founder of Patagonia did, he gave away his company and, to support making a difference in climate change. And I think for myself, it's all about community first, profit second. I want to be known as a brand that was here at the time when businesses needed it the most. So for us, thanks to our sponsors, thanks to community, leaders like yourself, getting the word out there, say, hey, local businesses, sign up for free. This is a free program, and it connects you to Canadians to boost sales.
When we talked before the show, I was telling you how impressed I was with the magazine that you put together. You have to tell me, do you have a team around you? Because the magazine, the content is so good, and the way that you've attracted people, just the way, with the photos and the colors and the fonts and everything that you've used. It's very impressive. Come on. No, it really is. I didn't know what to expect, and I said to you, I was quite wowed. So who's part of this team? I know you lead the team. Is it just you? Do you have other members that are helping you?
Yeah, no, thank you so much. A lot of it is just good old elbow grease,
Yeah.
Startup style, and I'm a big fan of pop art music. So all of these creative layers that's in my persona, they flow into what I bring, and it's all about bringing, positivity, creativity, boosting local business, bringing that energy. But I could not do it without my sponsors, without my team. I had 2 former Algonquin College interns that are since now helping out.
Oh, nice.
Shout out to Justin and Selena from my team. They put in a great amount of hard work and creativity.
So how do businesses then get involved? If I have a small business right now watching our show, and they're like, hey, listen, I want to take advantage of this. How do they take advantage?
Absolutely. So if you're a local business, you're a retailer, you're an attraction, you're a museum, you're a restaurant, you can just go to our website. There's a free sign up, and that's it. And you just basically create your live pop-up promo. I'll give you an example. Beaver Tails is doing a limited edition flavor. We have BBX code that has a 20% off bundle. So the sky's the limit with your creativity, and it takes 2 minutes to do, and then you're on the app. So when? And
then just like everyday people like myself, like if I want to introduce people to my favorite restaurant, can I do that as well? Is that possibility there?
So for example, if you want to introduce
my favorite restaurant, right? Here in Westboro.
Oh, absolutely. So we have a social media channel, and we actually do shout outs. So on our stories, we'll have polls like, hey, what's your favorite donut shop? What's your, favorite, craft beer, etc. So we want to create that energy and really connect with the community, right?
And we just brought up poptikr.com. You can find out all the information there.